What's going on, Warriors? Happy freaking Friday. If you guys are tuning in from Facebook or you're tuning in from Instagram, make sure you guys let me know how your day is going in the comments below. I'm going to pin today's episode. Today we are on episode 126 of the Relentless Life podcast. So super excited, guys, for today. If you guys are just tuning in, what's going on, babe? If you guys are just tuning in, make sure you guys drop some wins, drop some fire for me in the comments below. Gabriel, my man, what's going on, brother? I did see your text. I am available Sunday if you are. So just let me know. I thought usually you take off Sundays. Maybe this week with Labor Day weekend, you're working extra hours. So definitely want to get my hair cut up. It's been a minute, so I need to get freshened up. And I will be there Saturday, Sunday, and Monday back in Port Charlotte. So super excited for that. Kate and I are going to be working on the business. So I got some help, guys. I got me some good help on the weekends. My girlfriend and I. My beautiful, talented, amazing, fantastic, did I mention beautiful? Girlfriend and I will be working to level up the online coaching business. I'm super freaking excited to have gone all in 3 months ago. And it's been a no looking back mentality, a never miss mentality. You know, we're up at it every single day, guys. Of course, some days I don't want to do what I do because I get tired and, still going through shit with my body, but we keep pushing because we're relentless and we keep moving and we got that warrior mentality. Gabriel, just let me know what time you can come by. I definitely will. Definitely need to get cut up. So Saturday night didn't work. We're having like a family game night. We're celebrating my uncle's birthday. So Sunday, I'll definitely let you know what time. So yeah, guys, today we're going to be talking about, did I pin it? I did not pin it yet. Oh wait, I didn't, yes I did. I just have to pin it. I'll pin it. Okay, so if you guys are just tuning in, today's episode on the Relentless Life podcast, episode 126, is going to be about why you guys haven't gained those 10 to 15 pounds that you've been trying to gain for so long. Once again, if you guys are new to this podcast, new to this live stream, I talk a lot about things that I've been through, and my main mission with my fitness academy, my fitness program, is to help guys like myself. So I was always a skinny guy. I always had a hard time gaining weight. I always had a hard time gaining confidence. Never really respected myself. So any guy out there that's struggling with that, this message and this podcast is for you. Obviously, anyone can benefit from what we talk about on the live stream, on the podcast here, 5 days a week at 12 p.m. But this message is mainly for the guy, Steven, my man. Happy freaking Friday. But like I said, guys, this message, this podcast is for the guy that is struggling to put on weight, struggling to gain that confidence, and just like gain that belief in himself, right? Like a lot of you guys are professional, career-driven men who are wanting more. You're wanting more out of life, but you just haven't really been shown that blueprint yet. And that's what we do with the Relentless Life. We give you guys accountability. We give you guys a specific and customized plan to your needs, to your goals, and to your priorities and to what actually matters to you. So super excited, guys, for today's episode to be giving you guys some value. 3 reasons why you have not gained those 10 to 15 pounds of muscle. So guys, tag some homies in the comments, tag some brothers in the comments below. Anyone that you know that struggles maybe with putting on weight, that has always struggled with putting on weight, that's always been skinny, always had a really high metabolism. I know I was someone that always had a super high metabolism, and I never knew why I could never put on weight. And we're going to be going over that today. We're going to be going over those 3 things. I'm going to get into it, guys, as soon as we get this popping. Let's get a couple more people in here. If you guys are on Facebook, drop some tags in the comments. If you guys are on Instagram, drop some tags in the comments so we can get a few more people in here and get this podcast rolling for the day. Also, if you guys have some water, take a second to drink some water. The vast majority of Americans are actually dehydrated, right? It's a lot harder to overhydrate in comparison to underhydrate or to dehydrate. So make sure you guys are drinking water periodically throughout this live stream, well, it's not the podcast yet, it's not the podcast, but throughout this live stream, guys, make sure you're drinking water. And I just want to remind you of that. It's super, super important, super beneficial. And also one of the main reasons why you're probably not gaining weight. So drink your freaking water, especially if you're looking to gain weight. It's not going to happen without water. Okay. Let's see some names. Steven, where you at? Kate, where you at? Kate, there's another Kate in here. Gabriel, if you're still in here, you guys drop some names. I see Steven and Kate. Gabriel dipped. Drop some names in the comments. Steve, I know you're usually good for this. I think I can tag people. I don't know how I can invite to join. This is how I could tag. We could do a podcast even like this, I believe. But I don't know how the quality would come out and how I could extract the audio. I'm not that good with that kind of stuff. But let me see if I can tag anybody. Add moderator, copy link, share. I don't really want to share with anyone. Kate or Steven, can you guys try to double tap your screen to see if we can share this video with anybody? When I'm on my mentors calls, they tell me to double tap the screen, and I don't know if it works or not. What's this? Oh, I don't want to do that. Let's see. I don't know. Love it. Steven Plack. I don't know how to say Steven's last name. And then Brendan, awesome. Good to tag the homies. Good to get them in here. Good to be getting this daily dose of motivation. Steven, bro, how do you like the affirmations that we do every day, dude? I go in the market group every day. I'm not sure if you see them. I'm sure you do. I mean, you're in there all the time. But no, I do have a share link in the comments, though, or button. I got to look into that. I'm not going to waste anyone's time here on live, but I definitely need to look into that. So, all right, cool. We'll wait for those guys to get in here. Drink a little sip of coffee. We're going to get started. I'm not waiting. We're going live in 3, 2, 1. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode on the Relentless Life podcast. It's your host, Coach Chance, guys. And today on episode 126 of the show, we're going to be talking about 3 reasons why you haven't gained those 10 to 15 pounds of muscle. There's just 10 to 15 pounds in general, but specifically muscle. And pause that. Steven, you're going to be proud of me. Plugging in my laptop. I just got the notification that it's low. Okay, we're awesome. We're good. So, guys, as I was saying, today's episode is going to be about, I'm going to be giving you guys, okay, first of all, I'm going to be telling you guys 3 reasons why you haven't gained the weight. And then, Peter, what is going on, brother? Thanks so much for tuning in. And then I'm also going to be giving you guys 3 solutions to those 3 reasons or to those 3 problems that has been preventing you guys from gaining that weight over however many years you guys have been struggling with this. So, guys, the number one, and make sure, guys, if you guys are new to the podcast, if you're new to this live stream and you're listening right now, I'm very big on implementation. So everything that we speak about on this podcast and on the live stream, I thoroughly believe that if you just listen and then hop off and go about your day, it's going to go in one ear and out the other. So make sure that you guys either bring your journal with a pen or pencil, or you guys are typing these affirmations or typing these lessons or whatever we're talking about in the comments below. That way you guys are actually like implementing it and actually speaking it or putting it into existence. Like you guys can even say these things out loud if you're by yourself. That's another thing. Like you have to be okay with speaking, by yourself. Like I go live every day by myself. My dog's here, but you have to be okay with hearing your voice. So if you guys are by yourself, or even if you're not, if you're in your office, if you're in your car, wherever you're at, and I tell you guys to write these things down, it would be also very beneficial for you to speak them out loud as well. So I'm going to be giving you guys these 3 reasons. And the first one, guys, to not gaining that extra 10 to 15 pounds of muscle is the most obvious one. It's you're not eating enough. You're not eating enough calories. Okay. So in order to put on weight, and this is something that in the very beginning of my journey, I just thought I could lift all of this weight. It might sound stupid to some of you guys, but I'm sure I'm not alone. In the very beginning of my fitness journey, I thought that if I just started working out, I would gain weight. Okay, I could eat the same things, or I can eat, because I was never like a big eater per se. And I know there's a lot of guys out there that, once again, high metabolism, you don't have a big appetite, and you move a lot. You have a very maybe high intensity driven job. You're always on the go. Maybe you drink a lot of coffee, so you're like ramping up your metabolism in other ways. You're always walking around. You're getting over 10,000 steps a day, right? Your body is moving and it's burning. You're burning 4,000 to 6,000 calories every single day, but you're only eating 1,500. And then you come to me and say, Chance, I tried all of these things to gain weight, and I still can't gain weight. Just because you guys drink one mass gainer shake in the morning and then maybe have a moderately sized dinner doesn't mean you're going to gain weight. If you're not above that threshold of what you're burning, if you're not slightly above that or immensely above that, you're not going to gain weight, and especially in the amount of 10 to 15 pounds, right? So it's one thing to say, oh, I want to gain 2 or 3 pounds, Chance, but it's another thing to say, I want to gain 10 to 15 pounds. That's a lot of weight, right? That's a lot of muscle. And even if it's just weight, even if it's 8 pounds of muscle and another 7 pounds of water or of fluidity in the body or whatever it is, extra tissue. Obviously, most of it you want it to be muscle, but even if it's a little bit of fat, like that should be okay because, when we bulk up and when we put on muscle, we want to have that little extra weight behind us to increase, our strength, right? Up our strength game. So guys, eating a lot is very important. Obviously, this is an obvious one, but sometimes guys, when you're chasing a goal, all of these obvious things that are right in front of your face, you seem to miss. I seem to miss as well. I've missed these things for the longest time. And that's why I'm taking time to do an entire podcast episode about it. So guys, number one, let me see it in the comments. The number one reason why you're not gaining weight is because you're not eating enough. And one addition to that, guys, there's different, and I'm going to do a whole podcast on this, but there's different levels of being quote unquote healthy, or there's different levels to putting on muscle. There's different levels to losing body fat. Okay. There's like different stages that you guys have to understand, and we're going to break them down in a different episode. But for today, I do want to mention, guys, that it's one thing to eat a bunch of calories, like in a mass quantity, but it's another thing to eat a bunch of calories in a mass quantity that are highly nutritious for your mind and for your body, that are going to allow you to thrive and not just survive, right? That's why I'm not a macro coach. I'm a nutrition coach. I don't believe in it. It's important. It's definitely important to know your numbers. So don't misconstrue that conception. It's important to understand. My name's Steven. I burn 2,800 calories a day resting. My activity level, I burn another 1,200 with the gym and with what I do with work. So that's 4,000 calories. I'm not doing the math exactly, but you guys get the point. So I need to be eating over 4,200 calories a day to put on weight. Over 3 months, that's going to be an extra 4,000 calories. Every 3,000 calories, an extra pound, whatever. You guys understand what I'm trying to say. So it's very important that not only do you do that you track the number, but that you can put the number aside and say, okay, let me eat the foods that my body's actually going to thrive on. So that's number one, without getting too detailed, right? Number two is you guys are not sleeping enough. Okay. And I know I speak about this sometimes, like you want to be successful, right? In like my motivational videos, you want to be successful, or you want to gain weight, or you want to accomplish these health and fitness goals, but you're just sleeping way too much, or you're sleeping in. As much as that is true, and yes, you should not be oversleeping for obvious reasons, besides just being successful, because there's also, when you sleep too much, it can actually deplete your energy levels. But when you guys are getting less than, let's say, I want to safely say 6, but everybody's mind and body is different. Everyone requires a different amount of sleep. But if you're really getting, guys, I'd like to say the safe number minimum that I'd like to see you guys get is 6 hours. If you're getting less than that, around, give or take a little bit, 6 hours of sleep, you're not giving your body, first of all, your mind needs to produce new neurons, new neurological routes. Like when we're in the gym, this is you guys are going to be like, whoa, what the hell? When you're in the gym and you're doing some bicep curls, right? You're new to the gym and you're shredding that muscle, right? What you guys are doing is you're stimulating new pathways in your muscle. You're stimulating new pathways in your mind to grow that bicep, okay? And without rest, without sleep, those tears, those accumulations of tears in your muscle, and those pathways that are supposed to be designed to keep that muscle, to keep that design, that tightness, that shred. Without the sleep, you guys aren't going to be able to grow. You guys aren't going to be able to sustain that. So really what you're going to be doing is breaking your body down by going to the gym. And what's going to happen is after only getting 4 hours of sleep per night for a 60-day period, you guys are actually going to be breaking your bodies down rather than doing what you set out in the first place. So number 2 is you're not sleeping enough. Make sure you guys are getting at least 6 hours of sleep per night. If you guys have the financial capabilities, this is something I have not done yet. I would invest in or at least look into having a sleep study done. This is where they monitor your sleep rhythms. This is where how they monitor whether you snore at night, tossing and turning, different sleep positions, where your center of gravity is. Like there's a lot, how your brain functions when you sleep, if you're actually getting into deep REM, rapid eye movement sleep. So if you guys have the financial capabilities to do that, I would definitely recommend, at least, if not now, one day doing that to really get a good idea and assessment of how you sleep. So that's number 2. So number 1, you're not eating enough. Number 2, you're not sleeping enough. And number 3, You guys are not being held accountable, okay? It's very easy to say that we want a specific goal, or we want a certain body type, or we want to look a certain way, or we want to feel confident, and we want to feel big and bulky and good in our own skin. But it's another thing to actually commit to doing those things. And in 2 or 3 weeks of saying, oh, I'm committed and I'm showing up every day, 7 days a week, I'm prepping my meals on the weekend, I'm hitting the gym for an hour every day, I'm making sure that I log my workouts, I'm making sure that I log my foods. In 2 or 3 weeks, when you have a bad day and you don't have people around you that are really supportive, and it might not be intentionally, but people that actually want to see you accomplish these goals, and they're not positive, it's going to be very easy for you guys to slip up. It's going to be very easy for you to slip back into the old version of you because for the last 26, 30, 40 years, you've been that same person. You've been that same Caitlin. You've been that same Steven. I was that same Chance. And until you cross that threshold, 16 weeks, 30 weeks, 6 months, a year of consistent action and holding yourself accountable and having a never miss mentality through a positive environment, a positive workplace, positive friends, positive people around you, you're not going to be held accountable, and you're going to slip, because it's inevitable that we're going to slip. It's inevitable that we're going to fall. But the next question that I have for you guys is, do you have someone that's there to catch you? Do you have somebody that's there to make sure when you're having a low day, or you're going through a valley in life, or you're having self-doubt, or you're having a moment where that self-inner bitch or that self-inner critic is starting to try to plant roots, you have a person, a brother, a positive influence that's there to remind you who the fuck you are, a person to remind you why you started in the first place. Because sometimes it's really hard to remind ourselves, because we're the one that is living in our own shoes, that is living in our body, that's in our minds, that when we have someone around us that can view it from an outside perspective, they can be real with us and they can say, look, this is how it is, Chance. Steven, this is how it is, bro. You just crushed it for the last 15 weeks. And, you might be going through a little something, but that's okay. That's normal, right? And to psychologically tell you, you need to wake up and you need to keep pushing and you need to remain relentless and not forget the reason for why you started in the first place. And that in itself is the most powerful thing in our existence. It's having people around us that make us better. Too many of you want these goals. Too many of you want change, but you're not willing to change your fucking environment. You say, Chance, I tried all these things, but what you're forgetting is, besides your nutrition and your sleep, is you're still around the same toxic people. You're still around the same friend group that is not in alignment or congruency with the same goals that you have. You want these goals, you want change, you want to be better, but you're still surrounding yourself with toxic, negative-minded people, with people that, like I said, are not congruent with your goals and with what you want. You got to find people that are in alignment with your dreams. You got to find people that are in alignment with your goals, because when we go through life and we have these same people that are tugging on our dreams, that are tugging on our goals, that as we try to grow wings and as we try to soar and as we try to get closer to what we really want in life, to our passion, these people are dragging us down. They planted roots in the ground. We're trying to soar. How do you expect to soar when you're still letting your toxic friends or your toxic family or the people around you that have been holding you down for so many years have a grip on your fucking ankle? Guys, I'm afraid to tell you that you're not going to grow wings. You're not going to soar. You're not going to accomplish your health and your fitness goals, or just your goals in general. It doesn't matter what it is. This could be relationship advice. This could be health advice. This could be business advice. This could be for anything. And it's because you have been stuck, and it's because you are afraid. And I'm here to tell you that that's a normal human emotion. But until you can cut that scarcity, until you can cut that fear, until you can cut those people out of your life for good and say, I'm not looking back. It's like cutting the haters. I just made a video on Instagram about this. It's about cutting those haters. Those haters are always going to be looking up at you. But as you're soaring, as you're flying, you're also looking up, because you're looking to level up. You're looking to get to that next level. You're looking to become a coach, to become a mentor, to become a leader for others that were once in your position to look up to. And to say, man, if Chance can do it, I can do it. If Steven can do it, I can do it. If Renee can do it, I can do it. And that's why that accountability factor is that number 3. Guys, I'm fired up right now. That is why you haven't gained that muscle. That is why you struggle with gaining weight. Or guys, you can apply this to losing weight too. Just inverse it, right? You're eating too much of the wrong foods. It's the same thing. You're not eating enough, or you're eating too much. It's the same thing. Same thing with sleep. The reason why you possibly are overweight is because you're not sleeping enough, or because you're sleeping too much. But I'd be willing to bet it's because you're not sleeping enough, and your cortisol levels are through the roof. Our body's number 1 stress hormone is through the roof. And that's putting your body in a state of fight or flight. That's putting your body in a sympathetic state. That's wanting to hold on to that excess fat. So when you go to the gym and you try to burn that fat or that weight, you can't, because your body is holding on to it, because it's stuck in this stressed and this sympathetic state. Steven, I can do anything I put my mind to. And it only helps when you have other positive people walking by your side. Guys, it's about surrounding yourself with winners. It's about surrounding yourself with people who are in alignment with your goals and with your aspirations. Get congruent. Get in alignment with who you want to become. Whatever you want in life, you need to start speaking into existence and start demanding that your goals and your dreams are very similar. Those desires and those deep wants are very similar to the people around you. Because if they're not similar, well, guess what's going to happen? All of their negativity, and them wanting to go out to the bar on a Friday night, or them wanting to talk shit about other people, or them wanting to hate on your goals and hate on you quitting your job and going all in on your small business, or hating on you for wanting to start a family. You no longer can go and play golf with the boys on the weekend. That's going to bring you down. That's going to prevent you from growing wings. That's going to prevent you from gaining that weight. That's going to prevent you from losing that weight. Guys, drop some fire in the comments if this is hitting somebody today. Drop some fire in the comments if you guys are getting some value from today's podcast. If you guys are getting some value from today's talk about life, man. I mean, being accountable is everything. Holding yourself accountable is everything. And having that support, because guys, as much as you think we can do it alone, and there's a lot of strong people out there, Evan, what's going on? There's a lot of strong people out there. But you're stronger when you have a support system. You're stronger when you have positivity around you. You're stronger when you speak your wants, your musts, and your desires into existence. And the other people around you are actually supportive and actually want to see you win, and not drag you down and not root you into the ground, but fly with you. Guys, I want winners. I want men in my program, my community, my academy that want to win. I'm not a loser, and I will not surround myself with losers. I will not bring on losers into my program. I will bring on people that want to be better. I will bring on people that genuinely want to change. I will bring on people that want to make a transformation that's going to last a lifetime. I want to bring on people and men and alphas that want to transform not only their bodies, but their minds, so that one day when they have a son of their own, they can instill these same values into their son. That's the kind of people I want to surround myself with, because I'm a winner. And because that's what I tell myself every single day I wake up. No matter how I'm feeling in any given moment, I constantly remind myself that I'm a winner and that I'm the one, and that I can do anything I set my mind to, as long as I continue to believe in myself and believe in what I'm doing. So guys, that is it. That is all. I hope you enjoyed today's message, today's podcast. If you did, and you guys want to leave a review, that way we can get this message to as many people as possible. You guys can go on to the Apple Podcast app. You guys can leave a review and help me spread this message, guys, because I know there's many men out there struggling. I just read a post this morning on one of my buddy's stories. I actually reposted it on my Instagram story. And I guess September is Suicide Prevention Month. And I've spoken about this before, guys. You know, I've battled depression. I've battled anxiety. I've even had self-harm thoughts, guys. I've never done that, but I've had those thoughts. I've never acted on it, but I've had those thoughts. And I know that if I was once in pain, that there's other men out there that are in pain and that might be in more pain than I was in. And I'm here to tell you guys that if you're in pain or you're going through a struggle or you're going through some form of challenge or adversity or you're depressed or you're flatlining with your energy, I'm here to tell you, you are not alone. And if you need somebody to talk to, you guys can reach out to me. Reach out to my Instagram account. I'm on Facebook. Reach out to me. Okay. We can have a talk. We can talk about where you're at. We can just talk. Okay. I know what it's like to feel that way. And I don't want you guys to feel that way. So if you're struggling, don't be afraid to reach out to your boy. Make sure you guys screenshot today's episode on Facebook, on Instagram, post it to your story. Write those three reasons, guys, why you're not, maybe you're not gaining weight or losing weight. Number 1, nutrition. Number 2, not sleeping enough. And number 3, you're not being held accountable. Post your biggest takeaways. Tag me at Chance Galloway Fitness, guys. I would love to see that some of you got some value, guys, from today's episode, today's podcast. So, guys, that is it. That is all. It is Friday. I hope you guys have the best rest of your day ever. Bring this energy, bring this positivity, bring this mindset, this fuel into the rest of your day and do something with it. Don't let it go to waste. You guys are fired up right now. I'm fired up. Don't let it go to waste. Don't let it go to waste. Go give this energy to somebody else. Go save a soul. Go save a life. Go change a life. Go wish somebody the best day ever. When someone asks you, how are you doing today? Say, it's the best day of my whole life. It's the best day of my whole life, regardless of what's going on today in your life, regardless of how you're feeling. It's the best day of my life. How are you doing? Caitlin, Steven, how are you doing? Nick, how are you doing? Genuinely ask someone how they're doing and actually mean it. Actually want to learn about someone's day, want to learn where their energy level is at so that you can give this energy and dispense this energy onto somebody else. So, guys, that is it. That is all. I'll see you guys on Monday. Labor Day, we got a 3-day weekend, but we still work. So much love, much respect. I'll talk to you guys then. Peace. Guys, good freaking podcast. That was a fun one for sure. I love this shit, man. I love getting on the lives and just it hypes me up, man. It hypes me up so much. And to see that we even have 4 people in here right now on Instagram like that, it could be one person. It could be one person on replay, and it makes everything worth it to me. It makes getting on here and giving you guys this energy and giving you guys this feeling of I can do whatever I set my mind to, and telling you guys, don't let it go to waste. Don't let it go to waste. Go out and be great. Go out and do good. Go out and spread love and spread positivity and kick those haters to the curb. Okay, shake them off your ankles. Shake that toxic friend. Shake those toxic friend groups. Shake those people off that have been sucking you of this unlimited energy and this unlimited potential for too long. You are so deserving of better. You are so deserving of that confidence. You are so deserving to have that energy to play with your kids. You are so deserving to bring this energy throughout the rest of your day and to be great. Paul, what's going on, brother? We're just wrapping up. So, guys, thank you so much. Have the best freaking day of your whole life. And I will see you guys Monday. Much love, much respect. Let's fucking go. Peace out, Facebook.